What if I told you that a damaged, old Kennedy half-dollar sitting in your pocket could be worth millions of dollars? Today we're uncovering the most valuable and rare coins featuring President John F. Kennedy, including shocking mint errors and hidden varieties that collectors are paying huge money for, even in bad condition. Don't spend another half-dollar until you watch this, because your next coin could change your life. First up, the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar without a mint mark is a United States 50-cent coin issued to honor the memory of John F. Kennedy. Kennedy, and this particular version without any mint letter, was struck at the Philadelphia Mint because during 1974, the Philadelphia facility did not place a mint mark on its coins, meaning the absence of a mint mark is normal and does not make the coin rare, valuable, or unique by itself. The obverse of the coin features the left-facing portrait of President Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts, with the word Liberty above his head, the national motto, "In God We Trust," below his chin, and the date 1974 at the bottom rim. The reverse displays the presidential seal, designed by Frank Gasparro, showing a strong heraldic eagle with wings spread wide, holding an olive branch in one talon, symbolizing peace, and arrows in the other, symbolizing military strength, surrounded by 50 small stars representing the 50 states, along with the inscriptions United States of America and half-dollar. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel clad structure containing 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper inner core, weighing approximately 11.34 grams, with a diameter of 30.6 millimeters and a reeded edge. And in 1974, the Philadelphia Mint produced more than 201 million pieces, which makes this coin extremely common in circulation and widely available today in coin shops, banks, and collections. And when discussing a specimen that is in bad condition, such as heavily circulated, scratched surfaces, dull or faded design, worn hair details on Kennedy's portrait, flattened eagle feathers, rim nicks, corrosion spots, discoloration, cleaning marks, or environmental damage, the value generally remains at its face value of 50 cents, because collectors prefer coins that maintain sharp details, original mint luster, and minimal wear. And coins in poor condition do not carry significant premium unless they display a rare mint error, such as a dramatic off-center strike, double die variety, clipped planchet, broad strike, or other unusual production mistake. Uncommon, and must be authenticated to command higher prices, while uncirculated examples graded in high mint state, such as MS-65 or above by professional grading services, may reach modest collector premiums, ranging from a few dollars to perhaps 20 or more, depending on eye appeal and demand. But ordinary circulated coins, especially those in bad or damaged condition, typically trade for 50 cents to $1 at most. And historically, the Kennedy half-dollar series began in 1964, shortly after President Kennedy's assassination in November 1963, replacing the Franklin half-dollar as a tribute coin that quickly became a symbol of national mourning and unity. With the earliest 1964 issues struck in 90% silver, and later 1965 to 1970 issues containing 40% silver, before transitioning fully to copper-nickel clad composition by 1971, including the 1974 issue, meaning the 1974 no mint mark coin contains no silver and no intrinsic precious metal value. And although half-dollars were once used in commerce, by the 1970s they were rarely seen in daily transactions, which resulted in many coins being stored in bank vaults and surviving in large numbers, further contributing to their common status today. And from an investment perspective, a 1974 Kennedy half-dollar without mint mark in bad condition should be viewed primarily as a collectible historical keepsake rather than a rare treasure or million-dollar coin, and its significance lies more in its connection to President Kennedy and American history and in monetary worth, making it an accessible entry-level collectible for new numismatists who appreciate U.S. coinage history, but not a high-value rarity unless accompanied by exceptional grade or verified mint error characteristics. Next up, the 1972 D. Kennedy half dollar is a United States 50-cent coin struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark located on the obverse just to the right of President Kennedy's portrait near the truncation of the neck, and it honors the 35th President of the United States, John F. Kennedy. Kennedy, whose left-facing profile appears on the front of the coin as designed by Chief Engraver Gilroy Roberts, while the reverse features the presidential seal with a heraldic eagle designed by Frank Gasparo, showing the eagle holding an olive branch and arrows surrounded by 50 stars, symbolizing the 50 states, along with the inscriptions United States of America and half dollar. And the 1972 D issue is composed of copper-nickel clad metal, consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core, with a total weight of approximately 11.34 grams, a diameter of 30.6 millimeters, and a reeded edge. And unlike the 1964 issue, which contained 90% silver, or the 1965-1970 issues that contained 40% silver, the 1972 D coin contains no silver at all, and therefore has no intrinsic precious metal value. And in terms of mintage, the Denver Mint produced over 141 million examples in 1972, making it a very common date in the Kennedy half-dollar series. During the early 1970s, were not widely used in everyday transactions, and many coins were stored in bank vaults or saved by collectors, which allowed large quantities to survive to the present day. And when discussing a specimen in bad condition, such as one that is heavily circulated with flattened hair details on Kennedy's head, worn cheek and jawline, faded lettering in Liberty and In God We Trust, weak detail on the eagle's feathers, scratches, rim dings, environmental damage, discoloration, cleaning marks, or general surface wear, the market value typically remains at face value of 50 cents or slightly above face value around $1, depending on demand, because collectors strongly prefer coins in uncirculated or high mint state condition with original luster and sharp design details. And while uncirculated 1972 D coins graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading services may sell for several dollars or more, depending on eye appeal, ordinary circulated coins in poor or damaged condition are extremely common and do not command significant premiums unless they possess a notable mint error such as a double die variety, off-center strike, clipped planchet, broad strike, die crack, or other dramatic production anomaly that can be authenticated. And historically, the Kennedy half-dollar series was introduced in 1964, shortly after President Kennedy's assassination in November 1963, as a tribute, replacing the Franklin half-dollar, quickly becoming one of the most collected modern U.S. coins. Coin series. Yet despite its strong emotional and historical significance, the 1972 D issue specifically is not rare in bad condition, and is generally collected as part of a complete date and mint set, rather than for high investment value, making it an affordable entry point for beginner collectors who appreciate American history and coinage, but not a coin that is worth millions of dollars unless it features an extraordinary and verified minting error or exceptional certified grade. The 1979 Kennedy half-dollar without a mint mark is a United States 50-cent coin issued as part of the long-running Kennedy half-dollar series that honors the memory of the 35th President of the United States, John F. Kennedy. Kennedy, and the absence of a mint mark on this coin indicates that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, because during 1979, the Philadelphia Mint did not place mint marks on regular circulation half-dollars, making the no mint mark feature completely normal and not a sign of rarity, error, or special variety. And the obverse of the coin displays a left-facing portrait of President Kennedy created by Chief Engraver Gilroy Roberts, with the word Liberty prominently inscribed along the upper rim, the national motto In God We Trust placed below the chin, and the date 1979 positioned at the bottom edge, while the reverse side of the coin features the presidential seal, designed by Frank Gasparro, showing a heraldic eagle, with wings fully spread, holding an olive branch in one talon, symbolizing peace, and a bundle of arrows in the other, symbolizing readiness and defense, surrounded by a ring of 50 stars, representing the 50 states of the nation, along with the inscriptions, United States of America and $50. And this coin is composed of a copper-nickel-clad structure, with outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper inner core, giving it a total weight of approximately 11.34 grams and a diameter of 30.6 millimeters with a reeded edge. And unlike the original 1964 Kennedy $50, which contained 90% silver, or the 1965 through 1970 issues that contained 40% silver, the 1979 issue contains no silver whatsoever, and therefore has no intrinsic precious metal melt value. And in terms of mintage, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 68 million examples of the 1979 $50, making it a common date within the series, especially because $50 during the late 1970s were not widely used in everyday commerce, and were often stored in bank vaults or saved by collectors, which allowed many coins to survive in circulated and uncirculated grades. And when evaluating a 1979 no mint mark example in bad condition, such as one that shows heavy circulation wear, including flattened hair detail on Kennedy's portrait, smooth or worn cheek and jaw areas, faded or partially missing lettering in Liberty and In God We Trust, weak detail in the eagle's feathers on the reverse, scratches across the surfaces, rim dents or nicks, cleaning marks that create unnatural shine, corrosion spots, discoloration from environmental exposure, dull gray appearance lacking original mint luster, or other signs of long-term handling. The market value typically remains at face value of 50 cents, or slightly above face value around $1, depending on local coin demand, because collectors generally seek coins in higher grades with sharp details and original mint brilliance. And while uncirculated coins graded in high mint state levels, such as MS-65 or higher, by professional grading services, may command modest premiums, ranging from a few dollars to perhaps $20 or more, depending on eye appeal and market conditions. Ordinary circulated coins, in poor or damaged condition, are extremely common and not considered rare or highly valuable, unless they feature a significant and authenticated mint error, such as a dramatic off-center strike, double die variety with noticeable doubling in the lettering or date, clipped planchet, broad strike, major die crack, or other unusual production anomaly, which are uncommon and must be verified by experts to carry higher value. Historically, the Kennedy $50 series was introduced in 1964, shortly after President Kennedy's assassination in November 1963, replacing the Franklin $50 as a national tribute coin that became widely collected by Americans due to its emotional and historical importance. Yet despite its symbolic meaning and connection to American history, the 1979 Philadelphia issue, without mint mark, in bad condition, is not rare, not a hidden million-dollar treasure, and not a scarce investment coin, but rather a common modern circulation issue that is best appreciated as part of a complete date and mint collection, or as a historical keepsake representing late 20th century United States coinage, rather than as a high-value rarity, making it accessible and affordable for beginner collectors, while reminding enthusiasts that true value in numismatics depends heavily on condition, rarity, demand, and verified mint errors, rather than simply the presence or absence of a mint mark. Please like and subscribe to my channel.